How cool is this? Check this out. We got fresh jalapenos, but we finna use these in the cornbread. So let me go ahead and get myself one. I'm gonna go ahead and take this one right here. And we're gonna go ahead and chop this up and get this cornbread going. What's good, everybody, and welcome back to my channels. And that's right, you guys read that title, you seen that thumbnail, so you know what I'm making. I'm getting ready to show you guys just how easy it is to make a Creole / Cajun cornbread. Hey, so listen, just about the last few meals that I've been making, you know what? You know, cornbread goes with all of those. Listen, cornbread really, to be honest with you, goes good with just about any meal that you put out there, right? So this is putting that little Creole Cajun, spin on it. Hey, listen, I don't want to over talk it. We finna go over these ingredients. Hey, and before we do, let's go ahead and preheat this oven to 350 degrees. Okay, these are the ingredients right here, right? You don't see a whole lot. You know what, this is like super easy, and don't forget, we don't want to overcomplicate, a cornbread, right? So I'm gonna start off by just showing this right here. This is 2 cups of cooked rice. That's what you're gonna need right there. Then right here, we got 1 cup. This is a yellow cornmeal. We got a 1/2 cup of look, this is a red onion. You know, I just diced these down. It's up to you. You guys can use red, yellow, white, whatever. Me, anytime that I can, I'm gonna use red. And if you wanna know my preference, it goes red, yellow, then white. Well, it depends on the application. Most of the time, that's my order right there. Right here, you just see me. Look, you saw me go out and pick this jalapeno, so I'm gonna use about 2 tablespoons of this. Don't, listen, when I chop this down, you know, we just gonna dice it up. It's up to you. If you guys wanna leave the seeds in there to add it with that little extra kick, you can do that also. Here we got salt, baking soda. Sometimes I call it baking soda, you know what I mean? Or I'll say baking powder, but right now, this is baking soda. Canola oil. This is key. These are 2 eggs, they're already room temperature. Got a cup of whole milk. And this right here is just cream style corn, right? You wanna have some of that. And then listen, you got to make them cheesy, right? So we're gonna use about 3 cups of shredded cheddar cheese. Now I shredded this down myself. I just used a paper plate because we're gonna slow down on these dishes. And other than that, this is what you see. Look, you're gonna have to get yourself a couple of bowls, get a whisk. Then you're gonna need yourself, another bowl, get yourself a rubber spatula. And then we're gonna be putting that in a 10-inch cast iron skillet. All right. Oh, you know what? Check this out. Check this blade out right here. Look at this Damascus steel. Hey, this right here is fire. And check this, look at this handle right here. Hey, I'm gonna give you guys more information about this knife right now, but listen, I'm loving the knife. We finna just put it to use. Hey, anytime I can use a knife, this is my go-to right now. Hey, so let me just go ahead and just say this. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just cut this. You know what, I'm just gonna cut it like that. We'll go ahead and cut it down the middle. And let me just tell you what I've learned the hard way. You know what I mean? It'll be this. Listen, whenever you handling jalapenos, usually you should best practice would be to wear a glove. If you don't have a glove, you gotta remember this though. Do not, and when I say do not touch your eyes or nothing like that, because listen, you're gonna transfer that heat to it and you're gonna be sorry. Now, we only gonna use about just a couple of tablespoons. So we'll just put it like this. And there you have it. Now, look, now we finna just take all our dry ingredients and then we're gonna combine these in a bowl, right? So I'm gonna go ahead, let's get set up right now. So we'll start off, with our bowl and our rice, right? So we'll put this in. Cornmeal. Salt. Baking soda, our jalapenos, and our onions. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and take my whisk. Just use this just to stir it up. You guys can get a wooden spoon, anything like that. Wooden spoon, spatula, whatever. Me, I'm just trying to get it just, blend it in. Just a little bit. This part not so crucial. Just like that. Let's work with these eggs. Remember, room temperature, so we'll start with the 2 eggs. We'll use that same whisk. What we want to do is we want to beat these. So let's go ahead and get these going. Right? Now we're gonna go ahead, add our milk. Our oil. Now we'll just combine this together. And once we have that done, then you just want to go ahead and add your cream style corn, right? Then we'll just give this a stir. Now I'm just giving this more or less a stir. You know what I mean? We're not gonna whisk it or beat it, nothing like that. We just want to get this blended in, you know, with our egg mixture. Now that we have that, now we're gonna take our rice and our dry ingredients, right? And what we're gonna do, we're gonna start incorporating this in, right? We'll just get this in here. Now, I'm just gonna give it, you know, a mix. And you'll see right away it starts to thicken up, you know? It's gonna start to resemble, you know, that cornbread batter that we all know. Oh yeah, this right here is gonna be like super moist. You know what I mean? This is what you wanna have. You might not make regular cornbread no more if you never had this. You gotta give it a try and let me know down in the comment section below what do you guys think about this type of cornbread. Now, I like that. Now remember that cheese? Now we get ready to start adding that cheese. We just gonna fold this in. Ah yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get one more. Now look, I say 3 cups, you know what I mean? It's really up to you how cheesy you want it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and give it another. This right here do it. You know, you don't wanna overdo it, but I don't know, some of you guys out there might really love that cheese. You can make that happen, you know, by just adding it. But this right here, this is gonna do it. It's gonna give it that cheesy flavor. I really don't wanna spoil it for you guys. You guys just gotta make this. Notice what I'm doing, I'm kind of like just folding it over, making sure it's just blended well. And right now it's just absorbing all of the wet mixture, you know, so it's starting to thicken up even more. So I'm gonna just leave it like this. Now we finna grease our 10-inch cast iron skillet, and then we finna get this in the oven. Now, I want you guys to look. What I did was I got me a paper towel, I folded it, and I took some of my soft butter that I use for like my toast, right? So I just take this and I grease my pan with it, right? It's already well seasoned, but what I'm doing now is just spreading this around. It's gonna make sense to you in just 1 second. Now, we had cornmeal, right? What we're gonna do is just like making a cake. For you guys that haven't never baked, you know, when you bake, you always put a little flour, you know what I mean, inside like your bundt pan or whatever, you know, so that it doesn't stick, but this right here is gonna help us out. So we got that. Now, we're gonna go to our cornmeal that we had. We just give it a, that's good. Just a couple little pinches. And what I do is I just take it and I let it run across this like this. If you got a little brush, that'll even help even better. And then we just pour out the excess. And now what we do is we take our mixture and we just go ahead and just put it in just like you see right here. Now it'll settle. I'm just gonna help it even out. Our oven is already up to temp, but that's what it should look like, just like you see right there. Now you see it, look, this is what it should look like. We're gonna go ahead, put it in the oven at that 350 degrees. We're gonna put it in for about 45 to 50 minutes. Now, after it comes out of the oven, this was after 50 minutes. Take a look at that. Look at that color. Then you want to go ahead and get yourself like a toothpick, right? Stick it down the center, and you want to make sure that when you pull it back, it comes out clean. Now I check it in several different, you know, locations on my cornbread just to make sure it's good. Then you want to go ahead and cut yourself a slice. But then you got to find that happy medium because you got to make sure that it's cooled also. Nothing like warm cornbread. Hey, so you guys just seen the presentation. Tell me what you guys think down in the comment section below. This right here is that fire. Listen, when you taste it, it's gonna scream out to you. For those of you guys that have like Creole and Cajun type of dishes, it's gonna cry out to you. It could use some like, I'm not gonna say it could use, but it's welcoming, you know, having like some shrimp in it or something like that. You know what I mean? Hey, hands down, you can do a lot with it. Now, this is no coincidence that I put this out now. Cause listen, we got them holidays, they're gonna be coming soon, right? So wait till you guys see my Creole / Cajun cornbread dressing. This one right here is gonna send it over the top. It's gonna be fire. Hey, so with all that talking, I'm not gonna over talk it no more, because listen, I got to go ahead and get me, let me just be honest with you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get me another bite. You know what I mean? Super moist already, I can tell you that. You know what I mean? Here we go. Cheers. Hold on. Now I gotta say this right off the bat. Not a whole lot of cornbreads, right, are so moist that you don't even think about putting no butter on it. This right here, listen, it's the right amount of saltiness, just the whole thing. I don't even want to over talk it or try to sell it to you. You guys gotta trust me. Have this. You're gonna think about some jambalaya. Hey, to be honest with you though, you know what? If I had a little bit more of that gravy from them oxtails, this right here would be that fire right here. Hey, so with that being said, listen, if you're new to my channel, let me just take this time to say, hey, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and smash that subscribe button, right? And tell everybody out there, there's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. And before I go, I gotta say something to, listen, Chef Bird. It's a little young, inspiring, chef. Listen, he's on his way. So I told him I'd give him a shout out. So here we go, Chef Bird. Hey, do your thing, tag me on IG. Let's see some of your creations and let's go from there. So with that being said, I'm out of here, you guys. Peace.